Hi, hope having a great day. You're watching JG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm going over the first reactions and reviews for Black Adam after the premiere that it just had. So I'm going to be going over 5 different first reactions and reviews that came out from both critics and fans, because it's screened to both critics and fans. In fact, it's screened to 500 people, so yeah, that's going to include that. So I try to include fans and critics to give you the different perspectives. So yeah, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you 5 of them. So yeah, let's get started. And the way, first of all, if you're not familiar with the way that these videos work, I will move to the side as I am doing right now. Sorry if you hear my chair. And I will put the tweets right here, the first reviews, and then I will just read them out loud, and then I will kind of break down what they're trying to say. So yeah, let's get started with the first one. And the first one's going to come from Ben Rolfe, who is a critic, and this is what he had to say about this. And he said, Black Adam is DC's most action-packed film to date. It's a non-stop thrill ride that is all about spectacle, and it knows it. There is barely any time to breathe, or even talk. The Rock is a perfect Black Adam. Plus, Pierce Brosnan is a standout. The film will leave fans buzzing. Or buzzing. Yeah, there you go, buzzing. I'm sorry, my bad. That was really funny. But anyways, yeah, so that's what he had to say about this movie, the first reaction review. So it seems like it's going to be action-packed, and in fact, it seems like it's going to be super action-packed, because it's just DC's most action-packed film to date. And he literally says that it's a full-on thrill ride. There's really even any time to talk. So it looks like it's going to be basically the whole movie is going to be a fight scene, which I think is really interesting, and you're going to see that pattern continue through more reviews that I give you. So yeah, keep that in mind. It looks like it's just going to be a full-on fight scene for the whole movie. Like I said, brilliant time to talk, which is really interesting. It does praise The Rock as Black Adam, so that's good. Many of you were worried if The Rock was going to be a good casting choice for Black Adam, and it seems like he does a good job as Black Adam, so that's pretty good. And Pierce Brosnan is a standout, so if you want to know who's going to stand out from the JSL, it looks like it's going to be Pierce Bronson. So yeah, that's really interesting, and the film will leave the fans buzzing. Once again. It looks like it's gonna come down to the cameo, which I'll be going over a little bit later in the video, but keep that in mind. It will keep fans buzzing, so that's really interesting. All right, moving on to the next restriction review, and this one's gonna come from Shiraz Faroki, and he says, and this is also a critic, just to give you props up, this is a critic as well. So this is what the critic had to say: Black Adam is an action-packed crowd pleaser. The Rock is at the top of his game. Dr. Fate and Hawkman are standouts, and the GSI fleshes out the DC universe. The surprise everyone's been waiting for definitely delivers, and it will get fans excited for the future. Hashtag Black Adam. So that's really interesting. So he gave another very positive first review. There's another critic, like I said. And once again, they do mention that the film is action-packed, so once again, keep that in mind. It looks going to be full on action. It says it's a crowd pleaser, so what I'm trying to get from these Russian reviews is that it's basically more of like a popcorn flick than an actual super serious flick, like maybe think of the Batman was earlier this year. It's not going to be a type of film. It looks like it's going to be a popcorn flick, one that you can just go on, and you're just going to see a bunch of action, and you're just going to have a bunch of fun. That's what it looks like it's going to be. They do mention that Dr. Fate and Hawkman are the standouts of the GSA, so that's really good if you're somebody that's really hyped up for Dr. Fate, like me, or you're a Hawkman fan, which is not me, unfortunately, but if you're a Hawkman fan, then it looks like they did them justice. So that's really good. And then at the end, it says that the surprise that everybody's been waiting for definitely delivers. Now, that definitely seems to be Henry Cavill as Superman, which everybody's been waiting for Henry Cavill as Superman. So keep that in mind. And it says that it will get fans excited for the future. So it looks like it will be Henry Cavill back as Superman. So keep that in mind. Most of these reviews seem to be alluding to a certain big cameo or big surprise that the film has that will get fans excited. And I truly do believe that's going to be Henry Cavill as Superman. Alright, keep it going on with these listener reviews. And this one comes from Austin Burke, who is also a critic, and that's what I have to say. Black Adam is a massive DC outing. The action is brutal, and Dwyane Johnson delivers on his promise of shifting the DCEU in a different direction. The story itself is up and down, as certain scenes don't pack the intended punch, although there are moments that fans will love, in all caps. So that's really interesting. That's what to say about the film. So they once again mention the action, and this guy says that the action is brutal. So that's really good. I really want to see some brutal action because he's Black Adam. So you gotta see some brutal action. So I'm really excited for that. It looks like it will affect the DCEU in big ways, so that's good. I want to see this movie actually have some consequences, and it looks like that will be the case. So that's really good. And also says that the story is not super great. It has its ups and downs. So it definitely says that the story is not going to be the strong point for this movie. It's going to be the action, which, like I said, it looks like it's going to be like a 2-hour action movie just straight instead of having an actual huge story. That's interesting, and it definitely says that some scenes don't pack the intended punch, which means that like the emotional things don't fully work in this movie. So that's really interesting, and that there's moments that fans will love, and I'm really curious to see those moments. I'm really curious. I really want to know. I'm sure one of them has to include Dr. Fate, right? Cross my fingers. I'm really excited for Dr. Fate, to be honest. All right, well, that's the next reaction review. This one comes from MJ Joker, or I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is a fan. This is not a critic, but it's a fan. So keep it in mind. So let's go over this reaction review that he said. Black Adam is Dwyane's best work. If you feared he was gonna make Black Adam lighthearted, I'm so glad to tell you bodies drop in this movie. I cannot wait to see everyone's thoughts. The action, the humor, the effects, everything was brilliant and pleasing. So from a fan standpoint, like I mentioned, this is a fan, they really enjoy this movie. They seem like they really loved it. They think that it's, first of all, Dwayne Johnson's best work, so that's really interesting. So that means like he really did dive into the character, which makes sense because you see Dwayne Johnson right now hyping up this movie like crazy. So that's really interesting. Second of all, it says that for all those fans out there that were worried that Black Adam was going to be turned to lighthearted, including myself, because it's The Rock playing him, and you know the character types that he plays. So I was really worried about that. It seems like that will not be the case, as she literally mentions. Bodies are dropped, so that's really interesting. At least we're gonna have that sense of, yeah, Black Adam still kills a bunch of people, so that's really really good. And apparently, so the action is great, the humor, so apparently the jokes are pretty funny, and the effects, which I didn't decide to include a bunch of first reviews that I saw just because of the length of this video, but apparently most of the things that I did see were saying that the effects were really really awesome. So keep in mind that the effects seem to be awesome, which seems super awesome when it comes to this big scale fight like Hawkman and Black Adam, or Dr. Fate and Black Adam, or Anna Smasher and Black Adam. I mean, it's gonna be really interesting, and it literally says that it's just very pleasing. So yeah, like I said, it looks like a popcorn flick to me, and fans seem like they will be happy as seen by this fan. Alright, moving on to the last first question review, and this one also comes from a critic, so not a fan, but a critic. And it's, like I said, the last one that I'm going to go over, and this one comes from Scott Mendelson, and he says, Black Adam is a gleefully silly and cheerfully violent comic book movie with strong production values, visual polish, a solid cast, amusing dialogue, and plenty of big dumb superhero action. Refreshingly unassuming, and devoid from the discourse. Just a fun 3-star temple. So it seems like he actually ended up enjoying this movie a lot. However, it very much describes it as a popcorn flick. Like I said, it seems like it's going to be a movie just for the fun of it, not something that's super deep, but just for the fun of it. Apparently, like I said, for example, they said that the cast was pretty nice. They said that the dialogue was pretty cool, and they specifically said that it was a big dumb superhero action film. So it just seems like a huge action movie, which to me, I'm so down for it. It's Black Adam. It's just make a huge big action film. I don't care. I will have a lot of fun with it. So I'm really excited for that. And once again, they mentioned that the visuals are really amazing, so I'm really hyped up about that as well. So yeah, these are 5 different first impression reviews that I went over in this video. Tell me, are you excited for this movie? Does it make you more excited? Does it make you less excited? I'm very, very curious. As well as one last thing that I'm going to tell you is info, and this will include spoilers, so keep that in mind if you want to click on this video right now. And that's regarding the cameo. If you want to know if a certain cameo, Henry Cavill as Superman, will show up or not, I can confirm to you this right now, whether it will or it won't. So I'm going to tell you this right now. So you have 3 seconds to click out. 1, 2, 3. All right. Henry Cavill as Superman will appear in Black Adam as in the post-credit scene, and it seems like he will be at the very, very end for like 5 seconds. So that's really, really interesting. So not something super huge, but he does return and it sets up a Black Adam sequel or a Black Adam or Man of Steel 2, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's really interesting. So if you want to know, there you go. You got your answer. So yeah, that's what I got for this video. All right. So tell me also down in the comments if that makes you even more hyped up, and if that's gonna make you watch the movie, because it definitely is gonna make me watch the movie. So yeah, I'm very curious. As well as leave a like if you're interested in the video. It will be very helpful. So please leave a like and subscribe for other content like this, of Black Adam characters rank video whenever the movie comes out, and all that type of stuff. Make sure to subscribe for other content. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is J Entertainment out.